guys, and welcome back to the Talkoffame podcast. I hope everyone is well. And today's guest, I'm joined by my friend Jordan Slider. Jordan is an actor that has dedicated his focus on his talent in film. As a Texas native, Jordan has been acting one way or another from his time he could walk and talk. His first role was in a Grinch at a local production at the age of 6. Since then, Jordan has worked in several theater productions and attending acting classes, conventions, and has been involved in photo shoots. He has also pursued a passion in music, playing piano, and singing since he was 5. This influence that influenced Jordan to play piano at his church and sing worship music in front of his family and family members. And Jordan, welcome to the podcast. It's so nice to have you. I know we've been trying to do this for such a long time, so I'm super happy me and you are finally able to do this and have a time to really do an episode.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Of course. So I know this is basically a very, cliche question that I know you're like, oh my God, why do these people keep asking me again? Like, come on. But do you think like you were born to be in entertainment industry since like you were started doing all the music and everything since you were 5?
I would say maybe because I've always been told to like follow your dreams. My parents have always been inspirational. They've always been for what I've wanted to do. So I wouldn't say specifically the entertainment industry. It's just something I find fun and can make money at the same time. But it's definitely a blessing to get to do. I'd say anything that lines up with what God's will for me and my path that He has for me, anything that is what He wants me to do, I'm just going to do that. And then I guess that's where I'm supposed to be. But I feel safe right now. So I guess that's right. So yeah, that's a yes.
Yeah, I love it. Like, does it have like a big like support system, especially from your parents, especially to pursue this career? Is definitely like a much needed since entertainment and being an actor, singer, or whatever is very much needed to have the big support system since this is a very hard industry. But do you think having like a family support has kind of impacted you like, to kind of push through and really just keep pushing to what you want and what to pursue?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely keeps me humble from my
Yeah.
family. Like, oh, they're like, hey, we'll tell you when you're good, but we're also gonna tell you if you're not good. But it's the point of like in a positive way. I feel like every person needs, if it's not a family, if you don't have that, I definitely would say just have a good group of people who know you for who you are and like will love you through the mountains and the valleys of your career, and always have someone to give good advice and good motivation to you, because I like to think that like we all are equal, and it's just like how hard you decide to work and how far you want to go in a career, that just depends on you. But I definitely think it's good to have a support system because they help remind you to stay true to yourself and where you originally came from. Like not everyone started off famous, you all came from some point in your life, so I definitely think it's good to have that group of people.
Yeah, exactly. That's so well said. It's like what a good support system. Like it really does push you to like pursue like what you want to pursue. Like, it's like if it wasn't for what's to say my family, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. It's just really just like having a support system, whether it's like your friends, family, or even both, to really just help encourage you to really just, really just push to really what you want to be. I know with acting, you can make like also do for fun, but you can also make it for the money. Like that's also two both things I know a lot of people really like to go for. I'm like, it's a passion, but I can make money for it. Like why not
Yeah,
just do both? But what is like your favorite song to play or even sing on a piano?
I probably lost track of that when I was like 7, but I definitely say a song I always love singing on piano. "Don't Dream It's Over" by Crowded House. That is
Mm.
such a song. No. It's just a good message to know that you're gonna be okay through like the hard times. You just have the people around you that you need, as I was just saying. Like, just keep going forward. It's such an old classic, but it's a good song.
Yeah, it is a good song. It's an old classic though, like you said, but definitely one of the best songs to play, like for
Yeah,
sure. But like, do you prefer acting or singing? Like which one do you prefer, like acting or singing, or do you kind of prefer both?
I would prefer in the sense of what I'd love to do the rest of my life, I'd say singing because I love music so much. You can't go wrong. I like being the person singing, and I like listening to other people singing equally as much. I just feel so filled and rejuvenated every time I hear music. It's so you can't fathom the feeling. It's so awesome. And also acting, I have always had that. It'll have a special place in my heart. I'd say singing though, but I like acting a lot too.
Yeah, like, I don't know why, but this music and singing is hits different so much though. Because like for me, I love listening to music and singing, even though I wouldn't pursue like singing like professionally since I'm a horrible singer. And people around me could like say the exact same thing. But
Yeah.
like I'm kind of curious, who's some of your favorite singers?
Uh, so my first one would probably be I love I love Taylor Swift. Ooh,
Oh, that's a good one.
love Taylor Swift. I When it comes to like artists who I have a lot of like love for, it's not just like their music, it's also who they are as a person.
Mhm.
So definitely Taylor Swift, Lauren Daigle,
Mm,
Adele for sure. But I just like people who like write their own songs and like have their own like kind of vibe. I
yeah.
really am into that because they create a culture and an impact on multiple people in a good way. I have a lot of respect for people like that. So definitely Taylor Swift and Lauren Daigle.
Oh, those are good answers. Like, did you see the Erase tour, the movie?
Yes, I did go with my mom to see that.
How'd you like it? I'm kind of curious to see how you liked it.
It was a really good show. My mom's not even a Swiftie, but she was like, "That's a really good production she has going on there." I'm trying to convince my mom to take me to the Beyonce one in November or December.
Oh,
So,
I'm definitely going to see the Beyonce one though. But even though I see my mom's a big Beyonce fan, and I got to
uh-huh.
see Beyonce in concert a couple of months ago when she came to like my state,
Yeah.
and Beyonce, like you will seriously love Beyonce's movie because she's was such a great performer. And with Taylor Swift, like I never was the biggest Taylor Swift fan. I mean, I loved her music,
Yeah.
but I wasn't like a huge like big fan. I know people will probably hate me for saying that. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
I do love her music. But it's like I was never like a huge fan, like some people are. Everyone, and then over this past weekend, I went to see the Eras Tour movie with my friend, and then which I was me and her jamming out, sing all the songs that I loved. I'm like, I'm just in love with this woman. Like this woman
Yeah.
is amazing. Like I don't know why, but every time you leave the theaters after you're watching that, you're just like come out with a whole different person and personality. Like it's completely crazy. Like she's literally so talented. It's insane.
Yes, definitely.
And did you hear about her and Travis Kalise?
I did hear part of that because if y'all know anything about my family, we love football except
Oh,
for me.
same. Same.
So we're like, I don't know, shame to all the people watching, all the team players. My family is like big, like Dallas Cowboys. Like we love the Dallas Cowboys, and like when I say we love them, we're like hardcore blood. Like you better like always be at every game. You better like know every player. Like it's a whole thing.
Mm.
But I my dad was like, "Hey, you know that girl you're talking about?" I was like, "Taylor Swift. She has a name." And then he was like, "Well, she's dating this guy because I'm seeing her pop up on these commercials and stuff." I'm like, "Wait, what?" So then I did my research. I was like, "Oh shoot, like that's cool." So I think I'm happy for her. I hope this one lasts.
Yeah, let's hope so. Or also she'll probably make another breakup song, for example. Like, like if they break up, she'll probably most likely make a breakup song about this relationship.
And it will go viral as
Oh,
usual.
it will go viral 100% because it's already going viral with the relationship. Like everything, like there's literally a million like news articles I see every single day on social media that's
Yeah,
literally about her and Travis Scalise. Like that's the only thing I've been reading. I swear.
yeah,
Now
yeah.
it's just getting crazy at this point. Like it's like boom, boom, boom. And he in rumor like he's also in Argentina.
I know.
To see her on tour in Argentina right
Yeah,
now. Like, did you see like she switched the lyrics to like, oh, Karma is the guy, the Chiefs player from the Chiefs or something?
Yeah, I saw that. That was so sweet.
I know, but it was hilarious. I was like, oh gosh, like
Yeah,
his reaction was pretty funny as well, though. And once I saw his reaction, I'm like, okay, this made my exact day, though. Like, this is just hilarious.
yes.
But like, how did you kind of get closer to like your goal of being in show business?
So, so it's a funny story because I've kind of been all over the place with my career. I'm taking a break from acting right now. I'm just still doing modeling. But basically, I did acting for a little bit, did a few gigs here and there, and did lots of. That actually is what got me into modeling because, like, you see movies like the cover shoots of stuff. We had like a shoot we were doing, and I'm like, I kind of like being around the camera, but just like not like just like taking having my picture taken. So mom's like, try modeling. I'm like, okay, I will. So it worked out for a little bit. And I'm still doing it from here and there. Like I just do it for fun at this point. But it was really fun getting to try modeling. But this year, I think I found more specifically what I want to do. If it's not acting, then have this is be a tour manager for artists in the music industry because I've been with Atlantic Records and Capitol Records this year, like with Lauren Daigle, who I was mentioning, one of my favorite singers. I worked with her, and they sent me this signed laminate thing from their label a few years ago. But anyway, it's just fascinating when you see the performers and how they have a whole team of multiple thousands of hundreds of people helping push that one person out because it's not a one-man show really. You have lots of employees, and I think being able to work behind the scenes and still maintain privacy, even though it's kind of out already, but
Yeah.
being able to maintain privacy, and just being part of the whole travel part, I love that. So definitely that's definitely yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Like I'm like the exact same way because I love to be able to kind of get involved with the people around like the behind the scenes of things. Like whether it's like your friend is behind the scenes, I just love being around the people, meeting new people, and also being part of different labels. But are you a travel person?
Yes,
Oh,
definitely.
same, same. Like what's like your dream place to travel?
A dream place to travel I haven't already been to is Paris. I want to go to Paris so bad.
Oh, same. Like it's either for me, Paris, England or Australia. Those are definitely for me though. Yeah, it's crazy to say. Like I'm actually wearing my Australia shirt right now. If anyone's
Oh,
on YouTube, so I'm like, if that shows, I don't know what will.
come
But
on.
like it's just crazy how much I love Australia. Like I've been dying to go, but it's never had the time to. But I just hope maybe next like 5 years I will. So let's fingers crossed with that one.
Definitely.
But like, how did you kind of manage to build yourself as an actor?
Uh, how do I manage myself? Basically, my mom was always like, I did lots of theater. I was the theater kid at school, so my mom was like, "Hey, here's the show here. You should go try to like do it." And my mom would always be encouraging for us to like go to theater and stuff. And I think that's where it kind of first started. And for most of my career, I did do theater, but theater was I think theater and having my mom, she would like rehearse and stuff. So how I built myself as an actor, I'd say my mom because she would always read lines back and forth with us and be like, "Oh, that's believable. Oh, that's not believable," and like in a positive way, like kind of coach. So I guess like my family because they're the people who know you better, and
Yeah,
like it's like actual tough love because they actually like literally known you your whole life. So I think it's good. My family definitely how I built myself. Full
for
credit
sure.
to
Like your family is like their biggest critic. Like whoever, like for example, like if I say like, oh, I might do this interview. Should I do? They read their person's bio, for example, or like, or even they would read up my bio and they're like, heck no,
yeah.
like they'll like judge you for like not like on your career choices being okay, what role should you do, like what things should you do in the future, like they're like will give you like be your own biggest critic no matter what situation. Like which is
Mm,
absolutely because like it's like good because like your family has known yourself for your entire life that you're like, okay, what's best for you? Like what do you think is best for you and what's not best for you?
yeah.
But do you think social media plays kind of like a valid role in this industry?
I think it does play a vital role, but it also plays a bad role, and that's called comparison. So
Oh,
here's the thing about social media. I think I like social media. That's a reason how I built my brand. It never went negative for me in a bad way. Like comparison wise, I just have always believed that everyone's on their own journey. So if someone's successful now doesn't mean you're not going to be successful. It just means on their journey they got successful now. It doesn't mean you won't. And I never think of it like, oh, they have something I don't have. I'm such a strong believer that God is in control of absolutely everything. So when
mhm.
something doesn't go my way, I generally believe it's God's plan or something better is just coming along. Like I do generally believe that. So comparison isn't really a hard skill when it comes to like things, but like social media definitely. It was discouraging at one point when like I'd post a reel, wouldn't go viral. I'd see other people's reels go viral, stuff like that. That's the one thing that was negative in my experience with Instagram, and it's only Instagram I've had problems with. But I think it's good because I've seen a lot of good work out on social media. Like my cat ran away a few years ago, and then there was this whole Facebook thing about him because someone found him and so many people praying for him, like hoping he finds the family. So there's positive things about social media and negatives, but in this industry, I'd say more on the positive because I see lots of people if they can't handle social media, they just get off of it,
Mhm.
and like, people who like want to be on social media still, I guess, like stay on it. So I think it's not bad because like everything's not for everyone, and that might be what social media is. It's not for everyone. It's for most people, but not everyone.
Yeah, you're right. Because like with social media, it can be very like toxic, it can really bring you down and like bring you kind of a lot of toxic, environment. Because of course with like social media, it can bring you a lot of self-confidence and also self-doubt about it. Like you said, reels, like why is my reel not getting as popular? Why I'm not getting followers? Why I'm working hard each day? Like stuff like that can be really just like very hard to deal with. And also like with social media, you can meet so many people off there. And also like if it wasn't for social media, like me and you would be having this conversation, you
Yeah,
know? So it's like social media can really be a good thing, like meeting new people, like making connections and everything, but it also can be dealing with really just self-doubt about pursuing your career and really just comparing yourself to others, like you said.
yeah, definitely.
And like how did you kind of like how did your role in your local production, The Grinch, kind of help you find your love for acting?
So it was like my I didn't I don't even know why it says that because I didn't even finish the show. I
Oh, you
but
did it?
no, I didn't even finish the show. Like right before opening night, like my mom pulled this out and was like, "No, we're not doing this because of some thing." I don't even remember, but I don't even know what it says. They're going to like I did one show, then I didn't do the next two shows. But anyway, okay, spoiler alert, sorry guys. Anyway, it's on Google. I can't change it at this point. But basically, it was just great because it was the first show I'd done where I got to wear makeup, and I thought that was so fascinating. And then they like took pictures of us for like the pamphlet thing, so we did that, and just the whole process. But I'm like, oh my gosh! And they made it act like we were famous. Like they got the little lawn chair stuff that the actors sit in. They got those for like the little toddlers. They made like a whole movie theme, and just that whole experience, I was just like, I want this. Like, this is the life I want. And obviously, I didn't know anything at the time, but I started studying and I still stuck with that dream for till now. So it's kind of like, I feel like lots of people go through phases. I definitely go through phases where, like, oh, I
Same.
like this song. Just like no one has a favorite song, you have
Yeah.
multiple songs.
Yeah.
So it was like that, but I stuck with it for a while. But I'm open to letting it go. But right now, I'm just still doing it because I like it. But if something better comes along, then of course I'm gonna try something else. But it's just do just yeah. That's how I did it.
Yeah, like it is like kind of like your favorite song coming and go because it might be your favorite song the one week, but then you might have another favorite song the other week. Like it literally like always changes. It's like picking your favorite movie the next week later, like you're like, why did I like this movie? Like this is honestly horrible. But like how did you kind of, get involved in like photo shoots and modeling?
For photo shoots, I there's this agency called John Casablancas that I did work with. So I knew a friend who did it too. So I was like, okay, I'll try it too. So it's this agency like they're mostly for modeling. They'll like submit you and stuff. So I auditioned for them. There were like I want to say like 1,300 kids at this audition online, and only like 400 of them got called back, and I was one of the 400 that got called back. And then like of those 420 would make it, and then 20 of us were left because they were like because some people didn't want to commit to like the year long class you had to take before that. And so I did the class, and I was like, okay, because I don't believe in quitting and stuff unless it's bad. And then I signed with them, and then I started doing because you have to build a portfolio when you start a modeling career. So I had to do lots of photo shoots, like started getting a book of pictures of me and stuff. And it was fun. I liked it. I liked the like even sometimes wearing makeup. Sometimes I thought that was cool because I've never done that before. I'm a guy, but like still getting to do that, and like how it works on lighting and stuff. I thought that was cool. So that's how I started modeling.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. Like out of 400 kids and you were like in the 20s and stuff, I'm like, that's actually incredible though.
Yeah.
How old were you like once like you got all this happened?
This was 2022.
Ooh,
So
so it's pretty like so it was last year. That's not bad at all.
yeah, last week. Yep, last week, last year. Yeah,
That's like
last
crazy awesome. Like this is like pretty new though. Like last it's been basically a year. That's actually pretty awesome. Like so
year.
like you started acting like not acting, modeling last year. That's when you kind of first got
Yeah,
involved.
yeah, last year I started modeling.
Ooh, that's pretty
So
cool. And
it's
so,
sure.
like, the last thing I have for you, before we head off is what is some advice for upcoming actors or models?
Any advice I have for them is stay true to yourself. Know that you came here to do this because you like it, and the moment it stops being fun, quit. I'm telling everyone if it's not fun anymore, quit, or like something that is inside your bones that says I can't do it anymore, don't do it. But just know that it's what you like, and know that don't go in to an audition ever trying to get the part. Don't have that mindset. The mindset you always need to have, this is what a director told me one time, is how can I entertain these people? How can I make them forget they're at their jobs and just be in awe, wondering what I'm talking about? Because that is exactly what an actor does.
Mhm.
So, best advice I can give you is that.
Yeah, that's some good advice. Like it's like as an actor, like you will deal with more no's and yeses. Like even if you come in like, okay, well, I'm gonna get this role, I'm the best actor alive, like I'm gonna kill this, and like then you don't get the role. And it
Yeah.
really just, kills your mindset. You're like, okay, well, I'm gonna get this person, I'm gonna get this role, like all that, they just never get it. It really just deals with your self-confidence. It's like even if you came into that, if you had no, you're like, okay, why am I even trying? Like, what's the
Yeah.
point? And from my experience, like I literally dealt with, I'm not gonna be afraid to say this, but I literally had that mindset a million times. A million times. I'm not like I'm and I'm sure it happened to you and so many other people as well. It's all like, okay, well, I'm gonna kill this. Then you get no, then you're like, I hate this part. Like I hate this part. Like even if this industry comes with a lot of no's. Like that one day, you're just gonna get a yes. Like there's always gonna be a yes at some point. It's really gonna be the best feeling you will ever feel in your life. And so, like, even if you deal with so many no's, there will be a one yes that will come as in a couple of weeks or a couple of days or even the next day. Just, you sometimes have to be patient. Like me, I'm not that patient. I'm horrible at being patient. But it's like, even if like you want something to come, you have to wait for it. And it takes time. Just work hard and try your best, and that's really all you need, I guess, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah,
And
definitely.
I want to thank you so much, Jordan, for coming on and taking the time. It was so fun
Oh,
getting to chat with you. I'm so happy me and you were finally able to do this. I loved our conversation today, and thank you everyone for listening. I hope everyone enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and review, and make sure to check Jordan out on social media. And by the way, what's on your social media if people want to connect with you?
um, message me. If you want to message me, I recently changed my settings, so everyone can message me now. So always chat. I'm always here.
Awesome. Everyone go check out Jordan, and thank you everyone for listening, and thank you, Jordan, for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Of course. Have a good rest of your day.